Okay, welcome to the painting, welcome to the video. 20 by 20, and the concept for this one is ice. I want to get the feeling of ice, and so there's two things I've done that I don't know. Well, one thing I've done that I don't know how it's going to come out. I've seen other people do it and it's been interesting, so I'm hoping it will be interesting for me as well. The base is going to be half white, half pearl blue, which I know that pearls are much more visible when they're on a dark base, but I've seen people do them alone as a base. I've seen people do them with white, and they're still interesting, and you can still see some of the pearl. And so what I've done is I have a base that's half white and half pearl blue. And my thought behind it is that my colors for the ice will still be, colors on the paint, but when the base, there will be some negative space here. And so the base itself, if nothing more, it will just feel like an icy white as opposed to a flat white. So that's my hope, and we'll see how that works. So the second thing I'm going to do with this is the composition I'm thinking about is sort of a circular with a little negative space in the middle and the ice kind of cracking out. So that's what we're about to do. So what I did is I put this little tape dome on here like I've seen Olga Soby do. So what I've done is I've obviously, as I mentioned, I've measured the amount of paint I need. I made a little extra because I always do that. But what I'm going to do now is make sure that I only pour onto the canvas the amount needed for a 25-20, which is just under 14 ounces. And I'm going to pour just that amount. I'm going to tilt it out to get it as even as I can, and then I'm going to take the tape dome off. And I'm going to see if that helps me stay within the right amount of paint. So let's try it. So I got two 10-ounce cups here, so I'm going to pour the first cup on and then a couple ounces from the second cup. All right, I got bugs in my face. I want to try to pour it a little bit in the shape so that when I stretch it out. So that's about 10, and we're going to pour another couple of ounces out of this cup. That's about it. That's about right. And then I'm going to tilt it to the edge of the tape, take the tape off, and move on. Just to keep it as even as I can, a nice even layer of the base. Okay. I don't know if that did much, but I think it's, let's get some of these bubbles. Okay, so this canvas is literally the width of my table. I mean, it's a 20 by 20. I'd say I have maybe a half an inch on either side. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, and the sides are going to be fine. I'm just going to make sure they're covered to start with, and then give it maybe another slight tilt to even everything out. I might put the actual pearl blue and white combo paint color in the main flow of the painting as well, so that it could play on the other darker colors that are going to be in it. What I need to do though is, again, I'm on a mission to try to get my paint volume to a point where it doesn't cause me problems in the blowout. I got to make sure I don't do too much. Okay, so I'm going to take gloves on before I get messed up again. Okay, so what we're going to do is, like I said, I'm going to lay the colors in sort of a circle in the middle. Oh, my hands are too wet to put gloves on yet. So I've got some icy blue colors. I just picked a bunch of colors out of my cart. I've been mixing paints for weeks, so I have lots of stuff. Actually, maybe I should just get rid of this. Actually, let me save that one. That'll be the one I'll probably drizzle into the piece. So I have this ice. This is a color I mixed for another piece, and it's like it's not like, it is white with a couple of drops of greenish blue and like a drop of black. And then we have sky blue light, which I will be putting just a little bit in. Actually, sky blue light, reasonable amount. This is the one I'm only going to put a little bit in because it's just darker than the rest. I kind of want this to have a light feel to it. So there'll be just a little bit in here because it just has sort of that icy purpley blue quality that I kind of want. And then this is a pearl pastel green, which I think will look pretty. And then of course I'll drizzle a little of our base color in there. And then I also have, which I'll also use fairly sparingly, this is turquoise, pearl turquoise from Arteza, and then we're going to have a little bit of silver. Okay, here we go. Let's get going. Get these gloves on now? Yeah. Maybe I'll put this one at the bottom because this is the one I don't want a lot of. So I'm going to have to I'm going to freehand this circle, obviously, and we're going to hopefully, you know, it's not going to be exact, and that's okay. It's not really, it's a little to the left, could be a little further this way. That's okay. Well, it's going to be, I'm not even going to lay all these colors on top of each other necessarily all the time. It's still a lot of paint. I see so, when I pour color in there and I see the paint base moving, it makes me nervous. This is something I have to get used to because this is more paint than I usually work with, but I'm doing it for a reason. I feel like there's already more of that ultramarine blue than I wanted, but that's okay. And I'm gonna put, did I put up, yeah, oh, I didn't put any silver. I'm gonna put a little silver. Alright, and then this is the base coat that I'm gonna kind of pour over the top. And again, it's got a lot of paint on here, which means maybe I'm not gonna get so much negative space as I planned. It's definitely gonna be negative space in the middle for sure. I wonder if I could sort of move my circle more towards the middle. Not so much. We're just gonna have to start blowing. Okay. A quick torch. Yeah, we definitely have some level problems happening, which kind of stinks. I thought we were gonna be okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna go out. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so off center, but it is so pretty. Okay. We're gonna give this a little. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. And also I have to watch out for boogies, which are going to try to get in it. And I might have to prop a wedge up on one side of this canvas just a tiny bit to keep it from just basically leaving the canvas, which it's already starting to do, which it's already trying to do. Come on, go back that way. I'm gonna get this to a spot for drying. Okay, what we have here is another 20 by 20, we did the ice piece and it's drying over there, and now we're going to do the fire piece. And I thought I had my thoughts together for the fire piece already, and then after I did the ice piece, I had that sort of idea of putting the pearl in the white, and I said, you know what, maybe the fire piece should have some pearl in the black. So I mixed up, and this cup is like full to the brim. In fact, I stuck it in another cup so that it doesn't topple over as easily, because I'm a klutz. So I mixed half black and half pearl violet. And actually, I'm not going to even try to pick up that cup, because again, I'm a klutz. But I think you can sort of see it on the back of this plastic. And I don't know, maybe you can, maybe you can't. But it's black with just a little hint of purple. So I don't know, it's just this kooky idea I had. I have no idea how it's gonna work, but I have, this cup is got 18 ounces of paint in it. This canvas only needs about 14, and on the ice piece I put the whole 14 ounces on top, and I felt for me it was a little unwieldy. I mean, I know the concept of flooding really helps everything move, but I still felt like there was a little too much paint. I wasn't able to control it as well. So, especially because after I flooded with the 14 ounces, I then added more in the colors, probably another ounce or two. So I am going to only pour about between 10 and 12 ounces on this canvas of the base this time. I am using the little tape dam again, because that worked out nicely as well. And the colors, and I'm going to do the same composition. We're going to have a blend, you know, an empty middle, and we're going to have the fire going out in all directions. So the colors I have for this one are a bunch of reds, orange, and a gold, and sort of one sort of wine color. This one is called Muscadine Wine. It's from Porridge Posse. And then I have some vermilion and some cadmium red. And some carmine. So that is going to be my fire colors, and I am not, oh, and then I'll pour a little of the base in there like I did with the others. Oh, and did I say it had gold? This one is Liquitech Basics Gold, because I picked a gold that was kind of bright, so that it could, to add some manner of brightness to the painting. So yeah, it's going to be a dark painting, and let's just hope it still comes out somewhat balanced and we like it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now, and maybe I might need a little more, but we'll see. Okay. Is that a bug already in the paint? These bugs are really, I mean, come on, guys. I guess it was just a bubble. So I was struggling with a warped canvas on the ice piece. This canvas was actually a tiny bit warped as well, but I was able to level it out So it sat for a few hours. And I also like I leveled it in the place where it's gonna dry, and it has to sit on the table in a very specific way to be level. So I have like a piece of green paint, a tape on one corner, and a piece of green tape on my table, and I have to line them up. And I just see something in there. I need a tweezer. In order for it to be as level as it can be, I have to line up the two pieces of green tape. Is that? Oh, it's my hair. Lovely. Hopefully I won't learn that. I should have just gone with the more paint, but I guess I should have, maybe I should have painted the sides. I thought black was opaque. Of course the pearl paints are not. So I guess I took an opaque and I made it a semi-opaque. Well, if I have to frame it, I'll frame it. I was actually thinking about that anyway with these pieces. To frame the black one in white and frame the white one in black. So now we're gonna get in here with, I mean, this is, to my eye right now, it's totally purple. Of course, when it dries, it's going to be very black, but this is going to be very cool. I am feeling good about this. I think I'm going to layer a bit of gold at on the base of this. And then I'll probably add some more gold as we move up. And then that was the muscadine wine and carmine. And we're gonna put some vermilion. And some cadmium red. See, that's got to be another ounce or two of paint. So I'm glad I backed up my paint a little bit. And then we're going to have some more gold at the top. Just a little bit more. And then I'm going to pour a little of this on here, but I don't want to pour it from this big cup because I'll get too much. So just make a smaller cup. Okay. All right, this is kind of looking cool. Let's move the paints out of the way and give it a torch. Boy, it's working a lot better with less paint and not a warped canvas. So that's nice. Okay, let's get the dryer going. Oh my goodness. That is fantastic. Oh, I am so pleased with this. I mean, even if the color doesn't, you know, dry the way, you know, to anything special, it's same with the white one. Like if that pearl and white base that I made doesn't, you know, do anything extra, this is still a spectacular piece. I am so pleased with this. Now, it's, you know, because I got the whole fire and ice thing going with these pieces together, but honestly, this composition, I could see doing more with this, a whole bunch of different color combinations, because what a fun composition with all that negative space in the center. Certainly done with pearl paints as the color pieces would be incredible as well. Oh my goodness, I am so happy with this. I am so happy with this. I can't believe I'm not looking to do a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm not. It's about it. So this is making me so happy. Really, really, really happy. Oh, I'm so excited. I mixed that color instead of just using black, which was the original plan. In fact, I don't even think the ice color is going to come out nearly as cool as this color is going to come out. So exciting. All right. I mean, there is nothing more I want to do to this. I am just absolutely floored. Let's just pop this one bubble over here. Oh, so good. So good. Let me see if this is a goober I need to pull out. Yeah, it's a little piece of dried paint. Okay, well, like I said, I'm going to stop because this is fantastic. So we'll see it when it's dry. We'll see them both. I think I'll probably show you both of them together when they're dry. You ready? You want to see them both. They're varnished and they're hanging together. You ready? Here we go. How about that? I just love these pieces. Oh my gosh, they're exciting me so much. I mean, they're very different. Obviously, we're dealing with darkest and lightest colors. I'm not sure if people are going to want to purchase them as a set because they're very different from each other. They might want to hang one in one room and not necessarily hang them next to each other. But I'm gonna sell them where people can choose to buy them separately or together. But I am so excited. Let's go in and look at some of the cells. And they've both been varnished with a gloss varnish. And so the answer to the question of whether or not putting the pearl blue in the white paint would give us anything is pretty much a no, at least in the negative space. Now, there is a possibility that it may have made some differences with the way the other colors acted. But for the most part, I don't really see any evidence of my pearl blue inside the white. However, on the other hand, the pearl violet that I mixed into the black is fantastically showing up. Now, I will tell you why I think there's a possibility that I should definitely try this again, at least with the white and the pearl blue. And the reason for that is the mixture for this base I mixed while they were tube paints, and I mixed them 50-50. The mixture for this base, I mixed them when they were already fluid because I didn't have any more pearl blue in a tube. So it's possible that there is way less pearl blue in this base mixture than there is pearl violet in this base mixture, just because the fluidity matched. But as we know, different paints need different amount of pouring medium to get to the same consistency. So I am going to at least give the concept of a white base with a pearl color in it another try. I'm gonna order myself some more pearls, and this time I will mix it tube to tube like I did for this piece. Guys, thank you so much for watching this slightly longer video than normal. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Come back and paint with me again, because we're only about halfway through the painting vacation pieces, little more than half. Thanks. Bye.
When we wake, hear the birds and see